Hello and good evening here. Next stop on the CCS calendar, round 3 of the championship, heads us to a brand new track that the drivers in previous times have never raced on here. The 5-cornered 0.9 mile track that is Nazareth. Looking forward to this race here. Like I said, brand new to the championship. Before we have a look then at the first 2 rows, championship points then. After Auto Club last week, the rookie Liam Ervig, back-to-back 4th place finishes for him has put him to the lead of the driver's standings, and Summers, former champion, 5 points back. Then Lama and Poulty there sitting in 4th, who we see there as well, who's going to start on the pole. Big mover in the field though was Sky Cummins. He won the race last week and he moved up a whopping 21 places. And the new Daytona 500 champion Nick Gunther moved back 8 places. And Ervig also leads the rookie championship as well. Perfect score, 2 wins out of 2. Wintergreen, who had a strong outing at Auto Club last week, he sits in 2nd. Mitchell moved up to 3rd. Carson Green down in 4th. And you had Jones, Alexander Rowe and Charlie Buxton. That is how they look. So now let's have a look then at the first 2 rows of the grid. And you can see Dylan Poulty, as you can see, in the 19 in pole position. And alongside him will be Austin LaPlante. And then on row 2 will be Jamie Smith, the runner-up of the 500, and Nathan Hudson, who started off the season quite slow, and he's just slowly getting back into the championship. Best placed rookie there is the yellow car 66 of Colin Jones. He will start on the outside of row 3. So let's get the 42 cars field moving, and we are getting ready then for 79 laps around Nazareth Speedway. Here's the starting lineup. That's the 42 cars and how they look. Pace car's just gone off into the pit lane. This is just such a unique track here. This is when the track goes slightly uphill. As you can see, the little incline there. Anyway, the safety car's in and we are up to go showtime in Nazareth. Looks like Austin LaPlante's got the whole jump already on the pole sitter Dylan Poulty. Colin Jones trying to make it 3 wide in the middle as the field go onto the backstretch for the first time. Oh, Poulty's going to go through and he's going to lead the first lap. Yep, Poulty will lead. LaPlante in 2nd, Jamie Smith in 3rd. No changes then whatsoever after the first lap. Only mover then is Diego Ospina. He sits now in 4th position on the inside of Levi McIntyre. And Nathan Hudson's already dropping way back in the field. There goes Carson Green through on the inside. And again, Hudson dropping more spots now. There goes Wes McCall. He goes by. Here comes Ali Rain in the 77 Kodak car. And finally, Nathan Hudson found a little bit of a gap. And now he's into the... And we've got a caution already on lap number 2. Who could that be? That is Sama Oskin and Alex Rowe. So the field are leading their way back into the caution flag. So Oskin and Alexander Rowe have had a bit of a coming together. We'll see what's happened to them. But it's going to be Poulty that's going to cross the line to take the caution flag here on lap number 3. Here's a replay. Looks like Wintergreen just gets into the left rear quarter panel. And then Oskin just slams into the 24. And then, yep, that's him losing it there. Alex Rowe just gets on the brakes. Wintergreen then just kisses the outside wall. Ooh, Nick Gunther and RG Bishop touch, and nearly the two teammates of GGR. Look at Sky Cummins, Chris Summers and Joshua Collard. They nearly went and touched there, but kind of a harmless accident. Hopefully Sam Oskin's front end is okay after that. Just when the leaders have picked up the pace car, some of the leaders are going into the pits. I think the top 4 of them have gone in, but I think... is one staying out? Yeah, Levi McIntyre stays out. Carson Green stays out. Nathan Hudson stays out. Matt McIntyre also stays out. So too does Jack Mitchell, Carson Gum, Daniel Voiles, Trent Dunham, James Qualls, Charlie Buxton. Steph Cole didn't know what to do there. He was just touching the grass. And Michael Norman also stays out. And I think all the others is... oh, looks like Wintergreen's going to stay out. Sky Commons goes in. Kyle Matthews goes in. His teammate Collard stays out. So... loads of different strategies then being played here. And now the new race leader will be the 88 of Levi McIntyre. Let's see who's going to come out then first. Can we get there? I can't. Yep, it's going to be Porty, followed by LaPlante and Ospina, and I think someone else too. Yeah, Jamie Smith and Esbrand to Disco in the 7. So all the drivers are coming out. Let's get back to the green flag. As you can see, the lights on the patriotic pace car are off, and we're going to get back to some green flag racing. The drivers that stayed out during the first course, and they will be all up at the front. So it'll be Levi McIntyre, followed by Carson Green, Nathan Hudson, Matt McIntyre, Jack Mitchell, sorry. Then in 6th place is Carson Gum, Voiles in 7th, McCall in 8th, 9th is James Qualls, and 10th place is Charlie Buxton. We're back underway then at lap number 8. And we've still got all 42 drivers on the track as Alex Rowe tries to move on Sam Oskin. Don't know if that 16 car's got some damage there after he gently hit the outside wall head on. As Jesse Turner makes a move on the inside for Sky Commons. Now then, we need to see, just about to have a look then to see where the championship leader is. There he is, Liam Ervig, currently sitting in 33rd position. And Matt McLean in the orange 31, he's been moving up through the field there. He started this race in dead last. He's just passing Brandon Ross on the inside. That will be for 31st place. And now he's got his teammate Zachary Fitzwater ahead of him. And he's going to pass Wes McCall in the process. And indeed he will. Christian Martin on the outside, losing the spot to Cody Lammers, who's sitting 3rd in the championship at the moment. And now Fitzwater passes Cole. Now is on the inside of Christian Martin. And Pulte was the first one to come out of the pits, although he has been passed though by the 97 of Ospina. Ospina did pit during the first caution. Pulte did as well. So crucially, if all these drivers all pit, Ospina will come out as the leader. Bit of a change of positions here. Danny Wells on the inside of Tedisco, and that will be for the 20th place. And now Joshua Collard is on the inside of Tedisco, and he will take 21st spot away from the 7 machine. Colin Jones's right side is a little bit bent and buckled. He started this race in 6th position. He's fallen down to in 19th place. Has a look on the inside of Sanfa. As I think also further up forward here, I think Diego Ospina is attempting to move on James Qualls. Indeed he is. That's going to allow Portillo to catch up to them now. Side by side for 1 and 2 as Jamie Smith thinks about having a look on the inside of the 17. Yep, there he goes to the inside now, goes Ospina, and through now up into 13th place now goes Ospina. And now Dylan Pulte now is going to be shoved out on the outside, although he's going to hold on to position there. The 4 of Jamie Smith didn't have a good run as Joshua Collard looks on the inside now of Sanfer. Might bring Dylan Young with him too. And there's Young's teammate Ali Rain right behind him. And we have a look then up front here, battling here for the lead. It is still Levi McIntyre through Carson Green, who's the best place of the rookies so far. Hudson in third. And then fourth place is the second place rookie in the race so far, Jack Mitchell. Followed by Matt McIntyre in fifth. Voiles, Carson Gum and Trent Dunham. Charlie Buxton, who is the third placed best rookie. And Michael Norman in 10th place. Behind him is Brent Wintergreen in the 07. And the outside pole sitter, Austin LaPlante in the 49. There he is. And I think also Jessica Shelton has made the pass on James Qualls. So that's another position gain for Jessica. This is the next battle here, all for position. That's Christian Martin on the inside of Anthony McCrory. He's going to bring Chris Summers, who's second in the championship, and Sky Commons as well with him. See what, Alex Rose actually worked up the field nicely. He did restart, I believe it was in 42nd or 41st place. He's up to 32nd now. So good driving up the field then for the 37. And Chris Summers has passed Anthony McCrory. Can Sky Commons make the move on the inside? No. Looks like Nick Gunther's going to make a look on the inside of Brandon Ross. And indeed he does. RJ Bishop in the 40, passing Kyle Matthews too. And now Commons has now gone by Anthony McCrory. Oh, has he? He will now. Yep, indeed he will. Jesse Turner on the inside of Cody Lammers now. That is for the battle for 28th place. Now, did I just see the championship leader at the back end of this field? Indeed he is. The championship leader then, Liam Ervig. Not having a good time so far, down in 42nd place. As he's got Kyle Matthews and RJ Bishop now just ahead. As Sam Oskin looks to the inside of RJ and gets the position done. So that's him up now into 39th place. Now Summers to the inside of Alex Rowe. As Wes McCall passes Lammers, and now Noah Cars and Christian Martin want to take advantage of it as well. Let's have a look then out through the field if there's any more racing up front. Looks like no, looks like we are single file through here. Looks like there's a battle for second place. There was Hudson that's looking low on Carson Green. Yeah, Carson's got a shot to the door, and it looks like there's a battle for fourth place now too, as Jack Mitchell's fourth place is under threat for Matt McIntyre, and Voiles tries to go around the outside. Voiles sort of leaving the inside a little bit gaping open for Carson Gum to try and invite him a move to the inside. So no changes then. Levi McIntyre still leads. Carson Green in second. And then third place is Hudson. Then it's Mitchell, McIntyre, Voiles, Gum, Dunham, Buxton and Michael Norman. That is your top 10. As it looks like we are pretty much now all single file through. Oh no, here comes Michael Norman to the inside of Charlie Buxton. That's for P9. Now is Wintergreen going to take full advantage of it? So Buxton trying to drive it high on the outside. And looks like he's going to take it. Looks like he's going to hold on to that 9th place there. Really gutsy driving there from the rookie. But Norman is still on the inside. He's not going to get the run though off the corner. He can still drive it to the inside into this next corner here. Buxton still gives him the room. These two are good close friends though. And through to the inside now goes Michael Norman, and then up into 9th place he goes now. Buxton has gave up. As Austin LaPlante has also made a pass on Brent Wintergreen. And now Diego Ospina's now all over the back of the 07 machine. So it looks like we've got some good clean racing there. As through on the inside now, so 7th place is Trent Dunham on the inside of Carson Gum. So Trent making full advantage of that there. So he goes up into 7th place, and Carson Gum relegated now into 8th position. see any more close racing here. There's a look then at Danny Wells, currently sitting in 20th place. He's got Sanford behind him and Dylan Young behind and all. One of the big movers then still in through the field is the 31 of Matt McLean. Started in 42nd, up to 25th. And now we've actually, we've basically gone like single file. So let's see further back through the field. See if we've got any side-by-side activity. And we literally don't. And Nick Gunther now at the back end of the field. So the JGR boys then, who was quite dominant in the first 2 races, with 6 drivers picking up 5 top 10 finishes. Out of the 6 drivers, they finished the top 10 5 times between these lot. Only Nick Gunther's only have the only DNF so far. And it looks like they're kind of struggling around Nazareth, because they've got 2 drivers there sitting 41st and 42nd, including the championship leader and Cody Lammers. Oh, the leader's in. Levi McIntyre into the pits. That's going to have Carson Green to take the lead, and he will get 5 championship points. I think other drivers have gone into the pits as well. Jack Mitchell must have as well. I'm trying to catch up and see where Jack Mitchell is. Yeah, in they all come then. So Carson Green, Nathan Hudson stayed out for another lap, but I think they may come into the pits this time by, I reckon. Out goes Norman. Yeah, there they do. You could just see them in shot. So that means Austin the Plant now is going to take the lead. As Gunther looks onto the inside of his teammate, as RJ Bishop pulls into the pit lane. And looks like there was a problem there with Sandfer and Kyle Matthews. I heard a bit of contact. James Qualls goes out. Joshua Collard puts on some fresh tyres. As there are the 2 leaders then into the pits. Now it's just a case of trying to find where the leaders are now. No, in goes Jack Mitchell, and in goes Ali Rain, in goes Danny Wells, my apologies. And also in comes the 97, RJ Bishop then, is trying to come out of the track. I don't even know who the heck's leading. I think it's the 19. Yeah, it's the 49, sorry. Austin Plant then leads this race, got a good advantage here. Followed by Poteet in 2nd place, and Poteet and Jamie Smith and Jones all coming to the pits as well as the 2 of Dylan Young. So there's the 2 Richard Childress teammates. And we've got some racing here between the 6, the 0 and the 22. This is Nathan Hudson trying to unwrap himself from the 0. So Austin Franklin stays out and does another lap. Noah Cars. There's Ali Rain. She's in the pits. So we've got different strategies then going. And the leader now actually comes into the pit lane. So Austin the Plant comes into the pits. I don't even know who's all out leading here. There's a look at Carson Green. He's across the start finish line. Tedesco's in. More contact's been happening in the pits. It is a very tight pit lane. Oh, look at the damage there too. Jesse Turner comes out. Christian Martin also comes out of his pit stall. There's Cody Lammers. And there's Alex Rowan, the 37. All heading out to the pit lane. So in the pits then goes Austin the Plant. He's going to put probably some fresh tyres on. There's a look at James Qualls. Currently 38th, but looks like he's going to go improving after this pit stop. There's Alex Rowe. He's out. Sam Oskin now is into the pit lane. Look at this gaggle of cars right here. Look at this. Danny Wells, Sanfer. You got the 17. Load of cars there. Tedesco comes out. And it's absolutely a mess going into this corner here. So who's out in the lead now after all of this? Oh, and look at Jack Mitchell and Diego Ospina getting held up on the outside. Michael Norman goes through on the inside. Carson Gum also is through. There's a look at the 45 of Kyle Matthews. I don't know if he might be running a lap down, actually. Properly a lap down. And there is a look at Liam Ervik now in 38th position. Carson Green is sitting in 3rd position. And there is your overall leader then. So after all the pit stops have been made, Levi McIntyre is back out in the lead. Carson Green is in 2nd place, followed by the 6 of Nathan Hudson. Matt McIntyre in 4th, Daniel Walls in 5th, Trent Dunham in 6th. Kyle Matthews is running 39th and a lap down. 7th place then is Carson Gum. 8th is Michael Norman. Ospina in 9th. And you've got this gaggle of cars here for 10th place as Jack Mitchell has really fallen down the order. Colin Jones has now passed them. Charles Sanford has now passed them. Is that a problem with the 42 now? Oh, Danny Wells nearly gets into the rear quarter panel of the rookie Jack Mitchell. And Mitchell's dropping like an absolute stone. Wintergreen's going through. Oh, he's absolutely, I think he's just nursing it, yeah. And Shelton's getting held up behind. I think there's an actual problem with Jack Mitchell's car. Yep, there is definitely a problem. He was in the he's down in 40th. So Jack Mitchell's down in P40. So he does have some sort of problem. I thought he was in the top 10. Oh, well, my apologies there to Jack, but there is a serious problem on the 42 car. Through on the inside then goes Joshua Collard, and Tedesco goes through. Then you've got the Zero of Wes McCall. He's going to go through, as well as Mitchell's teammate. That is Seth Cole. So then there's a look then at Austin Plant. He runs in 10th place. Paul Teat 11th. Those two drivers were on the front row for this race. They're now sitting in 10th and 11th. Jamie Smith, who started 3rd, is behind them. And there's Colin Jones, followed by Charles Sanford and Charlie Buxton and Danny Wells. And then Brent Wintergreen. We're into nearly, I was going to say the second half of the race, but we nearly are. Wintergreen, who showed really good promise at Auto Club a week ago. Looking quite decent here today. 17th place then for him. As looks like just ahead of him, Danny Wells is lining up a pass on Charlie Buxton. This will be for 15th place. Oh, gets turn 1 a little bit out of control. And has lost a little bit of ground on the 89. Meanwhile, back up front here, no one is going to be chasing the leader, Levi McIntyre, who's out in front. The championship leader then now running a lap down. There's Carson Green in 2nd place. As a look at the pace car, Hudson in 3rd, Matt McIntyre in 4th, Daniel Voiles in 5th. Then in 6th place is Trent Dunham. Then in 7th place is Carson Green, followed by Michael Norman and Diego Ospina. And then this group of cars led by Austin Plant in the 49 machine. Maybe just having a look further back here as Dylan Young makes a look on the inside of Chris Summers. That's Dylan Young, who's sitting, I believe that is 10th in the championship, and he's just passed the guy that's sitting 2nd in the championship, and the guy that's sitting in last place is making a move on the inside of Chris Summers. Summers drives it deep into the first turn. Is he going to hold the position? Just about, but no, Collard's going to go through now. And that will put Joshua Collard now up into 22nd place now. So Joshua Collard then having a much better race. Tedesco's through on the inside of Summers. And now Matt McLean's going to have a look on the inside. As he... Oh, yeah. Summers has just found a way through. I think we've got a caution. Yes, we do. Caution's out for the 2nd time today. Who could that be? Oh, it's Jesse Turner. Jesse Turner's got a problem. I wonder if that's to do with him. And the guy who was in the top 10 in the championship has got a serious problem by the looks of it. And yep, the pace car is out for the 2nd time tonight. And yeah, so problems have arisen then for... Oh, in fact, we'll have a look at the replay to see what happened to the 10 car. But the leaders are all coming into the pit lane, maybe with the exception of Austin the Plant. No, in fact, no, he's making the decision to go into the pits as well. So it looks like everyone that's on the lead lap are all going to be pitting. Now, the drivers that are on the outside, they will be pitting a lap later. So don't need to worry about them. So all the people then that's on the lead lap are coming all into the pit lane. It is a very tight pit lane. And now, oh, Wes McCall stays out. Seth Cole stays out. And I think that's also Anthony McCreary. A few others also stay out in the process too. The 44 of newer cars. We noticed there that Jack Mitchell's now running a lap down. I think Oskin's on the same lap. Indeed he is. And he's also staying out. Loads of contacts that's happening in pit lane. So that's a very risky call then on Wes McCall, Seth Cole and Anthony McCreary. And Noah Cars and Sama Oskin. So we've got 5 drivers then at least staying out. Matt McLean puts on some new fresh tyres and he heads out. out goes Jesse Turner, and I heard some more contact in the pit lane ahead. Oh wow, I've heard more contact. It is such a tight pit lane, really tight pit lane. And I think Brandadisco's got some right side damage too. Chris Summers is struggling to get going. And this is actually what happened here to Jesse Turner. In fact, we don't need to actually, yeah. And then this is where, yeah, something happens in the car. He pulls to the inside, nearly gets into Jack Mitchell and Cody Lammers in the process, but the car's ailing. And he just tries to pull off to the inside, and then the car will come to rest in the middle of the first turn. There you can see him just on the rumble strips, as you can see the car rumbling over them. And that's where the car comes to lay and rest, and that's the reason why the second caution has come out for the 10 of Jesse Turner. But he is back underway, and he's back under control, but he's now at least a few laps down, unfortunately. So let's get back to the green flag. Right, we're going to be back to green flag racing on lap 47 out of 79. We are now into the second half of the race. Wes McColvin, who stayed out, leads this race, followed by Seth Cole and McCrory. Then in fourth place is the 44 of Noah Cars and Sam Oskin, who had the incident in the first caution. Those are the 5 drivers who stayed out. Sixth place then is McIntyre. 7th is Michael Norman. 8th is Nathan Hudson. Colin Jones and Carson Green completes the top 10 as we're back underway again. Lap 47 out of 79. Now the 5 drivers ahead. Oh, popping there with Brent Wintergreen. Looks like he had a issue. Now then, what can McIntyre do? He has got fresher tyres than these 5 drivers ahead. Oh, Hudson to the inside of Michael Norman and takes place away. And Colin Jones is going to take advantage of that too. So Michael Norman now relegated to 8th place. Colin Jones to the inside. Ospina on the inside of Carson Green. And Carson Gum behind in 99. Looks like he's going to get under pressure from Austin LaPlante. And that's a couple of positions lost now then for Michael Norman. He moves down to 10th place now. Here comes Carson Gum on the inside in the 99. Carson Green falling down the order. As now Levi McIntyre makes a look on the inside of Sam Oskin. That is for 5th position. And now McIntyre goes into 4th place now. Norman still stepping down the order. That's now LaPlante going through. Carson Green goes through now. Wes McCall is the next target. And he goes to the inside. Voiles is going to follow him as well. Oh, and there's a caution. Caution's out again. Looks like it, yeah. 3rd time. And it looks like it involves the championship leader by the looks of it. And he's got damage. So the championship leader involved in the 3rd caution here on lap 49. Let's take a look. So again, looking then at the helicopter from the Goodyear blimp, it's just going to be the 37. Oh no. No, Liam Irving turns the 45 around, and then Alex Rowe commits to go to the inside. He's still keeping his foot in it and just spins the 20 car around. And it's still touching. And then eventually into the inside wall. And he had a lot of help there from the 37. And Ali Rain, she just gets through that there, no problem at all. But the championship leader then in trouble. And that's what brought out the 3rd caution. On board with James Qualls, this is what he saw. He just wasn't going to let go, wasn't he? And on board from Alex Rowe, let's just see how impatient he gets going into the 20. He's just keeping his foot in it. Well, nearly drives into Jack Mitchell too. And I think, well, as the smoke settles then after Irving's spin, it looks like, oh, McIntyre's going to stay out. Levi McIntyre stays out, and all the other drivers that only just made a pit stop are all coming back in again. So McIntyre is the one that stays out to do more laps, but the rest of the guys behind him, who pitted about 3 laps ago, are going back in. Very interesting decision there. I think Levi McIntyre did the right choice by staying out. All these 5 drivers then, who didn't pit during the last caution, are into the pits. But it's a strange decision to see the 6 and the rest of them all go into the pits. That's a very odd choice for me. Let's look then at Jesse Turner. Unfortunately, he's currently running 3 laps down now, sitting in the 40th position. So, unfortunately, there's that problem for Jesse Turner. So, yeah, Levi McIntyre then inherits the lead again. And these are all the drivers that are a lap down. There's a look at the pulse at the pole team. And out goes Wes McCall, followed by Seth. And Noah Cars just goes out ahead of Nathan Hudson. And the whole pack of field... Oh, Jamie Swift gets into Michael Norman. And I think Matt McLean just got out ahead of the pulse of the Dylan Pulte. And there is his teammate, Danny Wells. Gets a little bump from behind from Joshua Collard in the process. So as the cars go double file coming out of the pits, let's see where they all came out of when we get back to the green flag. Well, we're going to be back then to the green flag lap. We're going to be on lap 54 out of 79. So about 26 laps to go. The rundown as it stands. Levi McIntyre, the only guy to stay out. Second is Wes McCall. Steph Bull third. Noah Cars fourth. Fifth is Nathan Hudson. Sixth is Sam Oskin. Austin Plant, the outside pulse at the 7th. Diego Spina 8th, Carson Gump 9th, and Matt McIntyre, completes the top 10. And Levi McIntyre is gone already, but I don't know if he's encountered a problem. I think, yes, indeed he does. The leader of the race, Levi McIntyre, has encountered a problem, and he is tumbling down the order. Wes McCall takes the lead, but Seth Cole has a look on the inside, but look at the stack up that Levi has caused. Look at the racing here. 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide, beating and banging through it now. And Levi McIntyre, who was leading the race, has gone into the pit lane. Teammates side by side. Trent Dunham and Carson Gum battling for position. But that has got back into the lead though. The 0 of Wes McCall. He was running as low as 33rd place. He's now back up front, leading the race. Seth Cole, who's pretty much been behind him for nearly 40 laps or so, is now sitting second. And third place for Nova Cars, who looks like he's run a little bit wide off the first corner, as Carson Gum looks like he was going to attempt the pass on his teammate Oskin for 6th place. He can't do it just yet though. But Matt McIntyre's made a good start. He went from 10th on restart. He's already up to 8th place. And now Chris Summers. Chris Summers has a look on the inside of Carson Green. And he will follow, and Jamie Smith will follow too, as well as the 89 of Charlie Buxton. That is, yeah, that would be for 14th place. And I do believe that would possibly be for the lead in the rookie category. The points determined in the rookie category. There's 7 rookies in this championship. 7 for the win, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 for all the way down to last place in the rookies. And Buxton goes through up to 14th place now. Goes the 89 machine. He is on the inside of Carson Green. And he's trying to stick it around the outside. More battling further back then. Michael Norman and the 7 of Brand to Disco. And then you've got the 2 Evernham teammates side by side, along with Dylan Young. And Jesse Turner is also trying to overtake some spots here too. But Jesse's running 3 laps down. He does have a great car because he is passing Dylan Young and potentially could also pass Dylan Pulte too. So you know that Jesse Turner does have a great race car. It's just what happened to bring up the second caution and he fell 3 laps down. And now also Brent Wintergreen has got by Dylan Young too, followed by James Qualls and the very impatient Alex Rowe, who's been involved in 2 incidents today. One on the caution at lap 3 and just the most recent one as Zachary Fitzwater overtakes Daniel Voiles for position. So too does the 43 of Joshua Collard. And Alex Rowe to the inside of Dylan Young. But Dylan gets a great run off of that turn. Now Wintergreen looks to the inside of Michael Norman. Michael Norman is getting completely hung out to dry on that outside line. Now here comes one of Michael Norman's teammates, James Qualls. He's going to have a look on the inside and he will overtake the 5. Oh, and now Carson Green could lose another spot to Brand to Disco and Danny Wells. Wells goes around the outside, and look at Jesse Turner. He's sticking his nose in, trying to overtake Pulte. Tedesco doesn't complete the pass on Carson. Carson goes ahead. Carson now running in, it says they're 17th place. Oh, Charlie Buxton looks like he's run a little bit wide out of the corner. Here comes Jessica Shelton. She's going to have a look on the inside. Not quite there just yet, but might get the run on the back stretch. Might go to the inside. No, she's going to probably make an attempt. A pass maybe the next lap or so, as Kyle Matthews is passing Chris Summers. And if Charles Stanford can opportunity... Oh, Jessica Shelton scraped the wall. So she's going to lose a little bit of time. And Chris Summers is still going on the outside, but Charles Stanford can't really capitalise on it. In fact, it does now. Yep, and Sanford goes through and takes the position away from Summers. So too does Carson Green. And then maybe Brand Tedesco will follow suit and all, as well as Danny Wells. Yeah, again, Chris goes around the outside, as looks like Charlie Buxton looks like he's attempting a pass on RJ Bishop. Side by side then into the turn, and the 89 goes through, and Shelton will follow suit and all. Meanwhile, back up front, it is still Wes McCall. On lap 65 out of 79, McCall still leads. Seth Cole second. Noah Cars in third place. Nathan Hudson fourth. Fifth is Austin LaPlante. Sixth is Sama Oskin. And seventh place is Carson Gums. So, a great job here by, nearly the majority of the Roush Racing team. 4 of them are in the top 10. Costanzo Spina there in 9th place. And the next one is Jessica Shelton. There she is in 13th place. So solid day so far for the Roush Racing team. All 5 of their drivers then in the top 13. Oh, Alexander Rowe making a lunge on James Qualls. And through he goes, and he's going to take Fitzwater with him and Joshua Collard. He'll probably make this opportunistic move as well. Now that Qualls on the outside. And Daniel Wills had nowhere to go. He might have a sneaky peek on the inside of Collard. He does do it though. Christian Martin's there too in the 12. Michael Norman. And there's the championship leader, who I fear might not be the championship leader after Nazareth, and right behind him is the Auto Club race winner Sky Commons, all the way down in 29th position. Don't forget though, the championship leader Liam Ervik is running 1 lap down in P37. So it's not been a great day then as well for the GGR boys there, because I do believe that I think Nick Gunther's also out of the race. I don't know, it's kind of been a mysterious thing why Nick Gunther's out of the race. Anyway, let's see if we've got any cars then trying to make an overtake or something like that. Looks like it's all clean up at the front. Looks like we're all single file here. Kyle Matthews all over the back of RJ Bishop. That is not for position. RJ is on the lead lap. Kyle isn't. Carson Green is on the lead lap though, however, as well as the 32 of Charles Sanford, who's running in 16th place. Chris Summers though is coming under a lot of threat now from Brandon Tedesco. As we're in now to the last 10 laps of the race now, actually. 10 more laps to go. Oh, and Carson Green's into the pits. Carson Green in the pits. And he was lead. I think he was in 2nd place in the rookie category. And he's going to fall down the order. And I think this might be an unscheduled pit stop, I reckon, as Matt McLean overtakes the 5 of Michael Norman, who is really falling down the order from the restart. Michael now down in 30th position. And I have to say, Michael, again, it was the same as last season. He starts off well, but then gets really unlucky towards the end of the race. like at Daytona, he had a shot to have a strong finish there. Maybe potentially a chance to win the Daytona 500. Made a pit stop under green flag, then the caution came out, trapped him a lap down. Same thing happened again at Auto Club. He was the, green flag pit stop, trapped the lap down, and then the caution came out. And now here, he was running up high in the top 10 in the early goings of the race, and he's fallen way down the pecking order. There's third in the points, Cody Lammers, and there is Colin Jones, and out goes Carson Green. So Carson's back out on the track, as now Dylan Young goes for a pass on Brandon Tedesco, and Brent Wintergreen could make a look too. Can't do it there just yet then. So less than 10 laps to go. And Seth Cole looks like he's getting closer. 6 laps to go then for McCall to pick up his first win of the season. But looking back at the 15 car that didn't hold off the fuel, I wonder if fuel can actually be an outcome of the race. Nathan Hudson in 4th, LaPlante in 5th, Carson Gum in 6th, 7th is Carson Gum, then 8th place is Matt McIntyre, Ospina looking close, there's Trent Dunham, Jamie Smith, Charlie Buxton, and there is Fitzwater. It's not Fitzwater, Jessica Shelton, my apologies. Now then, position change here now as Sal Sanford looks to the inside of the 40 of RJ Bishop. That is for the 14th position. Side by side through the corner, and Sanford looks like he's got it. Yes, indeed he does. So Sanford now moves up into 14th place, as Danny Wells forcefully goes on the inside of Chris Summers, makes the pass. Now can his teammate take advantage of it? No. Oh, he's trying to. Summers does give Pultic the inside room, and look at Jesse Turner. He's going to be trying to make it 3 wide. He's going to make it 3 abreast into the corner. I think Wisefully backs out of it though. And that left Tedesco on the outside. Now Dylan Young's going to take advantage of that, and he's going to overtake Tedesco. Oh, and Snubbers shuts the door in Dylan's face. Wintergreen also follows suit as well, trying to take advantage there of the 7 of Brian Tedesco, and looks like we've got some more pit stops happening. Summers is into the pits. Alexander Rowe is also into the pit lane. So drivers then that probably don't have enough fuel to go to the end of the race. Meanwhile, oh wow, we actually are on the penultimate lap, and Wes McCall has put Levi McIntyre a lap down. Seth Cole goes onto the inside as well as we look further back through the field, as RJ Bishop is under threat now from Danny Wells, and I think also too is Brand Tedesco. Tedesco's in. The 43 is in. Where's Charlie Buxton? Oh, Charlie Buxton made the pit stop. We didn't see that. There he is, actually coming out of the pits. But Wes McColl's just took the white flag. Now will the fuel hold up? I think it's going to be okay. Seth Cole's getting a bit closer to the back of the Zeno car, but he doesn't have enough time, enough of turn 5. It'll be Wes McCall that wins at Nazareth. I was going to say Nashville then. Joshua McCullough just heads out onto the track, and Wes McCall to CCS veteran 1 and 2. And it's back-to-back wins for a 1-car outfit team to go into victory lane. We saw Sky Commons do it last week at Auto Club, and now Wes McCall has the honours to go into victory lane here at Nazareth Speedway. And as he puts his car into the pit lane, it becomes invisible. That is the end of round 3. Thank you so much then for watching it. Stay tuned for some more CCS action next week as he's out of fuel. He's actually out of fuel, I think. And Seth Cole gives him a little congratulatory hit there. So congratulations then to Wes McCall. He wins round 3 of the championship. Round 4 next week coming to you at Atlanta. So until then, here's the official results and the points as we will see you for round 4 at Atlanta. Ta-da!